going to be in a failure to yield here.
Speeds are 45, light traffic.
With Western as well. Able or K9 monitoring?
Southbound 3300 Kemper. We're on Fordham, heading back towards Sports Arena.
We're on Fordham towards Sports Arena, 5 in the car.
Blue to yellow, 3500 Midway. We're going to be back northbound on Midway.
3500 Midway, blue to yellow.
We're launching.
We're heading back towards the 80s. Alright, looks like we're going to be committed 80s. We're taking the ramp now. Red Ford SUV. Alright, 80s bound. Number 4 lane. Speed 72. Traffic is light.
Stay in this pursuit code. We've got at least 5 in this car. And it looked like the back guy was trying to bail at some point. So those trail units grab anybody that bails out of the car. 40 Sam, where's the plate? Come back. Yeah, we're headed over maybe to go north like 15 or something. Let's try and get eastern in place for some spikes on the freeway.
Looks like he's trying to get over to the 163 to go north. Yep, he's going to do that. Committed 163 north ramp from the 80s.
63 northbound.
He cut the ramp. So we're still 80s approaching Mission Center.
Approaching Mission Center.
Alright, back on the freeway. 80s, approaching Texas. Number 2 lane. Speeds are 90, traffic's light. Looks like we're going to be heading northbound. It's going to be eastbound Camino del Rio. And the back door on the passenger side keeps popping open and closed for units in this.
Door on passenger side keeps popping open and closed.
Does any unit have spikes or bail on? Alright, committed 15 northbound from Camino del Rio south.
Cable, we are almost 97 with you.
Northbound 15 approaching Friars.
Northbound 15 approaching Friars.
Cable correction, it's going to be Arrow Drive that we're coming up to. We're getting into the number 4 lane.
Number 4 lane, northbound 15 at Arrow.
110 for 9715 CMB spikes. At 26 north, if foot bails on the freeway, I will not deploy my partner.
What the original want was for, is it mainly the driver that we're concerned about?
42 back, the main want was for the driver's side brake light is out. So at this point, yes, it'll be just the driver. It is occupied by 5.
5 by 5.
Simple, thanks. We are passing Balboa now still. 15 north, number 2 lane.
Down 15, Balboa, number 2 lane.
27, you just counted SO Poway. Heads up. We probably head their way.
It will still number 2 lane, coming up to Claremont Mesa Boulevard now. Getting over to the number 3 lane. Where were the units with spikes?
15 in Claremont Mesa.
Number 2 lane, we're passing Claremont Mesa Boulevard now.
It's fine. Stay number 1 lane.
Okay, we're north of the 52. We're coming up to the 50 and 163 interchange here.
Yeah, the 15, 163.
Yeah, 40 Sam, plug him with that address so that whatever exit that is, if it's Poway, for him to go home, they can set up there at the ramp.
Still 15 north, passing through Miramar Way now. Looks like number 4 lane. We westbound turn onto Miramar. Actually, stand by. They just switched it up, going eastbound Pomerado Road the 50. Spring Canyon and Pomerado. Looks like a T intersection, possibly.
We're coming to Spring Canyon.
40 Sam, if they all bail for the units that are a little further back in this, be prepared to stay in their cars and drive past us to go pick off the rest of the guys.
Anyway, like we said earlier, we're going to stick with the driver here. So if they all bail out, we're mainly going to focus on the driver. If you guys want to start focusing on the others that bail out first, we can probably keep eyes on the driver best. Anyway, we're coming up to Scripps Poway Parkway now. Eastbound turn on Scripps Poway Parkway from Pomerado. Northbound turn on Community Road from Scripps Poway Parkway. Through Poway Road, still northbound on Community.
For past Poway.
I can't confirm. It looks like possibly that rear door is open, rear right door. Looks like a westbound turn on Hilleary Road, I believe. Okay, foot bail, all are out. We've got the driver. They're running currently in a westbound direction. We're only watching the driver at this time. Looks like driver has a black, or I should say a ball cap on, unknown color.
Driver ball cap, unknown color.
And it looks like Hilleary Park, I believe it is. We're trying to get you an address here, but we're trying to watch the driver. Okay, well, these guys are still on a westbound track here. I'm trying to get you a good, it looks like Vanessa Drive. They're on Vanessa Drive right now. They're still don't for you. Stand by.
For Vanessa Drive getting into a backyard in Poway.
Okay, we still do not have an address for some reason on this property that they're in. It's off of Vanessa Drive. If they go all the way to the end before they hit the park.
And before you hit the park, we'll be on Vanessa Drive going in the backyard.
74 Vanessa Drive. They're in the backyard of that right now.
Where we have a third person in the backyard.
Okay, well, they're wrapping around to the east side of that property right now. They might be trying to jump a fence to the north. Looks like the property to the east. 3278 Vanessa Drive, still running in an eastbound direction back towards the park now.
To the park.
We need units to the western edge of the park.
Park units make it to the western edge.
Okay, well, there were two that went into this last address that we called out. I only have eyes on one at this point. He's in the northeast corner of that lot, and we're gonna keep eyes on him for now. I do not have that other. All right, unit, go ahead and stop right there. He's just on the other side of the fence. There's a unit. Go ahead and stop. 2 units. Stop right there. He's just on the other side where that pine tree is. All right, they're taking that guy SIC. Again, this is going to be 13278 Vanessa Drive. Yard, but there was another individual that went in here.
And I see 12278 Vanessa.
Or 134 John Wednesday.
For one new thing.
Just confirming that's going to be in the Vanessa Drive address.
174 John, we will be in the backyard.
160. Yeah, confirmed. 2 in custody.
2 in custody.
Able 10-4. One of those 2 are going to be the driver for sure. We're just going to have to replay our tape because they were kind of going all over the place. But one of those 2 are going to be the driver. How are we doing on the others that foot-bailed? Do we have others SIC yet?
Yes, and we got 4, unless somebody else has a solo 1016 somewhere.
1040 confirming 2 SIC at the apartment.
And there's 1 outstanding, or can we account for him?
Backs were able, from what I saw, HM, black shirt, black hat, black sunglasses at this time of the unit. These 2 that we have here wearing that just minus the sunglasses.
Able 10-4, yeah. Do both of the guys that you guys have at 13278 Vanessa Drive, do they both have hats on? 10-4, yeah. That was the only, until we review the tape, that was the only feature that stood out. Because like I said, we couldn't get a color just yet. Well, I am confident that the driver ran over to this 13278 Vanessa because we honed in on him pretty quickly as soon as he foot-bailed, and there was only 1 other that followed him. We did not watch any of the others. Where all the officers are at 13274 Vanessa Drive, they knocked over that fence that you guys are standing next to, and then they looped around to the east to get to the one property to the east. I think you guys are checking the yard. I didn't see them ditch anything, but that's kind of the track that they went.
This is 13274 Vanessa.
Yeah, well, do you see any hot spots in this backyard that we're at?
Can you roll her window up, please? Yes. Nobody said you were driving. Stop yelling.
Okay, well, give me a light just so I can confirm what yard you're talking about. Gotcha. I'll take a look a little bit more. The only time that they really spent like an extended period of time is on the east side of that house as they were trying to jump the fence into the yard to the east. So if anything, I'll check the yard, but I would spend a lot of time on the east side of that property, and I'll kind of show you where. It's like just to the west of this barn structure in the other yard.
You're still very broken. We're at that fence line in the middle property.
So right where you guys are on the east side of the property, that's where they hop the fence, and they spend a little bit of time around there. I don't know if they ditched anything, but I would definitely look around just that east side of the property. And then also, it'd be the west side of the property they were taken into custody. And to answer the original question, we're not seeing anything obvious that's a heat source in the yards at this time that they might have thrown or anything.
147. Right, just want to check with everybody. No officers injured.
Who's injured?
Okay. 40 Sam. So at the end of this, suspect vehicle only. Minor TC hitting the curb here and the rock. If we can have a Poway deputy start with the 1182.
26D cable, I'm giving you the light right now. This little shed in the backyard of the Far East property where they were taking SIT, did you see him go in here at all?
I'd have to review the tape. There was a hard part of our orbit. I'm not sure if they went inside or not.
Alright, thanks. We'll have a vest over now.
So the best that we can do in terms of the driver, he's got a forward-facing baseball hat, possibly a short-sleeve shirt that's pretty baggy, and long pants. The other guy that was with him the whole time, it looks like he has some sort of a jacket on. That is not going to be the driver with a jacket, so I don't know if that matches up with what you guys have down there.
No, 14.
47, can you maybe that 20 for the suspect vehicle for Poway?
142 Quebec. We're going to be on Community Road and Hilleary Place.
And media is 97.
Media 97 so far.